Hey there everyone! Welcome to the FutureMaker Mobile Learning Lab. Today we're going to be taking a look at how to do some industrial aviation grade painting using our virtual paint booth. So some reasons we're using virtual is number one, I'm in an enclosed space and I don't have the correct protective gear, so it's more for safety. And number two, it's going to help prevent added cost with waste. So with that, let's go ahead and get into it. When it comes to painting, really we're talking about three main areas. That's going to be our speed, our angle, and our distance. So with speed, today, on a part about the size that we have, we want to aim to paint almost every surface we can see here in about 25 seconds. Right now, our flow rate is set pretty high, so we got to keep up with that pace. Now, next up is your angle. You got to keep an eye and make sure you've got a straight angle always going on to where the paint's applied. So for instance, it's going to be straight down onto the top of our part for the top and straight on to the front for the front side. Now last up is distance, and this part we're going to notice is a little bit tough in VR because our part isn't actually real. What we want to do is aim to be about 1 to 1.5 feet off of our part, and I generally, for the sake of our demonstration, have people take a look at how their paint actually looks coming out and make the connection of, if you're too far out, you're gonna get this wide open coating that you can see through and waste a lot of paint. And if you're too close, it's gonna create these really small pools of paint that's gonna drip and run and ruin your paint coverage. All right, let's see how that paint job turned out. So there are a few different things that we're looking at when it comes to our paint job. First, I usually take a look at the overall score. It just tells you how you did in your main principles and how much paint got on there. So we have speed, angle, and distance, and then transfer efficiency, which is important about how much paint got onto the part and isn't wasteful. So extra paint, that's gonna count against you, or any paint that actually got lost in the air as well. So here, the score is 84. This is important because an average painter that's actually hired up in the industry needs to maintain an average of 80 or more. If you're wasting any extra paint, that's wasted time, effort, and money. All gone. Next, let's take a look at our paint coverage. How much paint got where? With our areas here, on our part we have green areas that are perfectly coated, red where there's too much paint, and then blue where there's not enough. So looking at my part right now, we've got quite a few light areas because my distance was a little too far back. So it's not quite ready to be put on a part or even finished with a clear coat. I'd need to add a little bit more thickness to it. But there is one spot at the very front where there's extra paint, and that's where I had 2 strokes that met up right at the same spot, getting extra paint. That's gonna be it for virtual painting today. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. And if you're interested, check out FutureMaker Lab at FutureMakerLab.com. We got a ton of other STEM career opportunities that we'd like to explore with students. Until next time. Please leave it rolling, I'm gonna redo that. Feel free to like and subscribe. And if I can roll a little longer too. Oh, okay.
Just tell them to pound that like button.
So,
Smash that like
button
button
in the face, like a boss.